Alright, MiddleAgedWhiteGuy Reacts back again today with another video for you. And in today's video, we got some Tom MacDonald. Now, I have heard this song before, okay? I have heard this probably a good solid dozen times or more. This is off one of his albums. I forget which album it's off, but it's one of his like more recent ones within the last like 2 or 3 years or something like that. So I've heard it. I've heard it plenty. But it's funny because when I heard this song originally, I thought for sure we were going to get this song as a music video, and it just didn't happen. And I was a little disappointed because this song has an amazing message, and it's something that I think a lot of people need to hear, or at the very least, it's not going to hurt you to hear it. All right, so it has a very good message, and I thought it was important that he got it out there, and when he didn't, you know, and then time went on, and now here we are, and he finally said, you know what? Now's the time. All right. He was just saving it to the appropriate point in time to release it for maximum effectiveness. All right. So without further ado, we're going to get into this. This is Tom MacDonald, Heroes. Let's go. See what old Tommy Boy has in store for us today. Although I've heard the song, so I know. So let's go.
There's too many songs about diamond teeth and gold chains. Too many rappers who still glorify gangs. There's way too many rhymes about codeine and women we'd like to bang. I just wanted to make a song to say thanks. Thank you to the cops who really trying to make the world a better place, risking their lives to keep a man they never even met safe. They ain't trying to kill your kids or lock their father away. They got families who need food on their plates. And thank you to the firefighters. Whenever I hear sirens, I pray. It takes a special kind of man to run toward all the flames. When we see smoke and we need help, the fire can't be contained. They running in while everybody runs away. And thank you to the soldiers fighting for us, flying way overseas. Ain't never met you, but I love you cause you're dying for me. I'm enjoying my freedom and I know freedom ain't free. When the anthem plays, I don't take a knee. And thank you to the truckers, the janitors.
Okay, hold on. Before we let him go, notice how the first set of people he's thanking, okay, are policemen, firemen, and our military, okay? These are who we just look at and consider the heroes of our society anyway. So these are the people that when you're thanking heroes, these are always the people that you thank. They need to be, okay? And that's why they get it. So he starts off the song acknowledging like, hey, these are like, you know, who we consider our heroes, the people who protect us and keep us safe. And then he's going to get a little more detailed coming up, and he's going to point out all the underrated heroes, okay? All the people that you might look at and you don't realize how important they are to society. All right, so let's go. Let's come back a little bit.
Freedom ain't free. When the anthem plays, I don't take a knee. And thank you to the truckers, the janitors, and the average people. The ones holding the jobs that will damage your ego. The ones who do the most and in return they get zero. Screw what anyone says. Y'all are heroes. Everyday people.
You know, think about that. Every job in society, anything that pays you. I mean, I'm not going to say every single exact one, all right? So don't hold me to that, but 99% of the jobs that, you know, are in society are there because they provide value. They're important. We need these things to happen, okay? No matter what it is, no matter what it is. If it didn't provide value and if it wasn't necessary for society, nobody would pay you to do it, okay? You couldn't get somebody to pay you to do it. All right, so anybody who has a job doing anything, you are an important part of the society, and you are a hero, okay? Because without you, things wouldn't work this way, and then that thing would happen, and so on and so forth. Everybody has a job, or everybody's job is out there because it has purpose and it provides value to society as a whole. Let's go.
Hero, screw what anyone says. Y'all are heroes. Everyday people. They know who they are. They aren't superstars, and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers.
You got to do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people, all right? You know, let's just look at athletes. You look at an athlete and they're like, oh, this guy, you know, is in the facility early. He stays late. He studies the playbook in his off time. He works hard. He's always in the weight room, you know, this and that. All right, you know, and he's getting millions of dollars to do that, and people are patting him on the back. But the guy who gets up at 4 a.m. to be to work 15 minutes early because he has to be there at 5 a.m. and he's there early every day, and he works hard. He does exactly what he's supposed to. He goes above and beyond. He puts in 60, 70 hours a week, comes home, goes to bed to wake up and do it over again the next day. He doesn't get patted on the back. He's not doing that for millions of dollars. He's doing it because he has to, and he's doing it without superpowers. Let's go, Tom.
Fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world. They don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes. Heroes. Too many songs about Xanax and faces covered with tattoos. And way too many asses on.
It's ironic he says that, huh?
On camera.
He knows
too many
what he's
songs
doing,
about Xanax and faces covered with tattoos. And way too many asses on camera with rap dudes. Too much Gucci, Louis, Prada clothing trying to brand you.
Although I'm an ass guy, so I'm not going to complain too much about asses in rap videos. Let's
many
go.
asses on camera with rap dudes. Too much Gucci, Louis, Prada clothing trying to brand you. I just want to make a song to say thank you. Thank you to the paramedics coming at high speed in an ambulance, trying to get someone to breathe at the scene of an accident. Covered in a stranger's blood and trying to bring them back again. Their stress levels always at a maximum. Thank you to the carpenters, mechanics, and the welders.
Yeah, I got to give it up to the EMS crews, because, you know, I worked in the hospital. I worked in the ER. I saw what came into the ER, right? So I seen stuff. A lot of stuff. But they're getting on the scene. And, you know, some of the things that they see don't ever make it to the hospital. I never see that. They have to be there to see it. You know, it's somebody who's getting, like, mopped up with a sponge because they're in an accident and they just, you know, they're everywhere. So they see, even though, like, in the hospital, in the ER, we see some horrific stuff, they really see unimaginable horror. So give it up for them. Let's go.
Again, the stress levels always at a maximum. Thank you to the carpenters, mechanics, and the welders and plumbers. Y'all are building all the roofs that we're under. Swinging hammers in the pouring rain, the snow in the summer. I hope you know that I appreciate your struggle. Thank you to the nurses and doctors fighting for everyone's lives. Y'all don't always find a cure, but I believe that you tried. The guilt of seeing someone.
Yep, the hospitals do try. Well, the staff typically. And, you know, I mean, there's some iffy doctors. I'm not gonna include doctors. There's some iffy guys out there, but the staff, the supporting staff, especially, I could speak for the supporting staff. Your nurses, X-ray techs, physical therapists, phlebotomists, like the whole nine, all of them, right? They do it because they care and they're trying to help people, all right? And for money. I mean, let's not get it twisted. For money too, but you know, you do it with a sense of trying to help people, and it feels good, all right? The problem in hospitals, though, are the suits. That they don't have medical degrees. They have business degrees, okay? And they make business decisions about medical issues. So that's where, you know, I have a lot of I have a grudge against the medical system. So we're not going to get into it. This will just devolve into nonsense. Let's go.
Everyone's lives. I don't always find a cure, but I believe that you tried. The guilt of seeing someone who you tried to save die. Don't let it haunt you. Y'all bought them some time. And thank you to the priests and the pastors and the grocery store clerks. The ones who don't get thanked or paid enough for their work. Probably feel disrespected, and I'm sure that it hurts. But let me tell you, y'all are heroes for sure. Everyday people. They know who they are, they aren't superstars, and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world, they don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes. Heroes. You don't need a mask and a cape, don't lose sleep wondering if humanity's safe. Whoa, whoa.
How much did that suit cost?
You don't gotta fly to the moon. Don't need X-ray sight to see the hero in you. Whoa. Everyday people, they know who they are. They aren't superstars, and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world. They don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes.
Perfect. Fantastic, man. Like I said, as soon as I heard that song, I'm like, man, he has to do a video to this. He has to. Like, it's right up his alley. It goes along with like I Wish and like Castles. All right, it has that kind of message and that kind of feel to it. So I, figured we've already gotten songs like that, like to continue on, and piggyback off those songs. This should definitely be a video. And then when it wasn't, like I said, I was disappointed because usually he drops an album, he does videos for songs off of it for a little while, and then at some point he moves on, he starts kicking out new content, getting ready his next album, and then he'll drop the next album and then do songs off that. So once we got into the next album, it's like, okay, well, I know he's not going back and doing this. We saw him though go back and do The Machine. All right, and was that the first time he's kind of went back to a previous album? I believe that's the first time he went back to a previous album and took a song to make a video off of. So that was like our first inkling that it could be possible that this could happen. So I'm really excited. I'm really happy that he did this. This is going to be a billboard. We all know that. And the message is too important. It needed to get out. So thank you, Tom. Thanks for actually dropping this one. I'm sure we all enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. It's a fantastic song. But that'll do it, though. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.